Next up, we have Sammie Gough and David Morris, and they're both very active members in the Victoria arts scene. Sammie is currently the volunteer coordinator at the Victoria Shakespeare Festival and a publicist for both Iconograph and the Intrepid Theatre, which hosts the yearly Victoria Fringe Festival. Dave Morris is a storyteller and improviser, and they're both here to speak to us about the Fringe Festival, which celebrates its 25th anniversary, and David Morris will actually be performing there this year.
Hi, Sammie and Dave. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Great. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Very
Good,
well,
good,
thank
good.
you.
So
Yes.
the Fringe Festival celebrates 25 years. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's super exciting. The Fringe was founded in 1986, and
Wow.
it seems to have snuck up pretty quick that it's a quarter of a century old. The Victoria Fringe is actually one of the oldest Fringe festivals in the country, I think behind Edmonton. And so it's pretty great that we get to celebrate this year and bring together all of our favourite Fringe artists and put on the biggest Fringe that we've ever had, actually.
Wow. Okay, how long have you two been personally involved with the Fringe Fest?
I have been working for the Fringe for 2 years now, and Dave.
This is my third year as a performer at the Fringe Festival. Yeah, year 3.
Wow. Congratulations. You survived?
I'm surviving, yeah, I love it. It's great, it's great, it's wonderful.
What are your fondest memories of the Fringe? Like, do you have any acts or performances that you especially like, or any moments or whatever?
Yeah, it was funny. I was thinking about that the other day because we were asking patrons who come to the Fringe about their favourite memories, and I've been to 2 Fringe festivals here and had an incredible time at both of them. And I think people always talk about the shows they've seen, and that's a huge part of it. But I think the Fringe experience is kind of more than just the shows, and even little things like just standing in lineups and talking to a total stranger and finding that they totally loved Chris Gibbs too, and saw his show, or meeting a performer as they try and chat you up and tell you all about their show is kind of part of that experience as well.
Absolutely.
And I think Dave, probably chats people up in the lineups a bit in the Fringe too.
Always. My favorite part's always the Fringe preview night. It's the first night of the Fringe, and all the performers do like 2 minutes of their show. So you come and you just watch like 2 minutes of everything. It's fantastic.
Wow. You do a lot of improv, right? Like, is that mainly what your shows have been with the Fringe? Have they been improv
All of my
driven?
shows have been improvised, yeah.
Wow.
I'm an improviser, so I get some suggestions from the audience and then make some stuff up. And I do a solo improv show too, so.
Okay, what have you got coming up?
I'm doing a show called Photo Booth this year. Last year I did a show called Dave Morris Isn't Whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can say that on the
Bleep.
internet. Can you swear on the internet? Dave Morris Isn't Whole, and it was based around how everyone is kind of a jerk at some point in their lives, and I used those stories to inspire a new story. And this year
That is inspiring.
Yeah. Well, you're a jerk,
Yeah, well, we all are. Yeah.
This year I'm doing a show called Photo Booth based around photos that people have with them, hopefully their driver's license, and turning those photos into characters and then telling those characters stories.
Okay, and you're going to be doing some performing for us tonight?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know what though.
Ooh, that'll be the exciting part. So what's coming up at the Fringe this year? Like, what's planned that's, to celebrate the 25th or extra stuff?
When we found out, we realised last year that the 25th anniversary was coming up. We decided that we needed to create a big celebration for it. So this year we're doing 4 nights of free special events and entertainment in Centennial Square, and we're doing some really exciting collaborations. We're working with Luminara Festival to create a illuminated procession of giant puppets and lanterns.
Oh, when's that happening?
That's on August the 23rd in Centennial Square.
Okay, yeah.
And on that evening, we're also doing a Fringe prom dance party, and we've just found out that we're doing a Fringe flash mob, which will be done together with Gotta Get a Gimmick. It should be pretty exciting. And we're encouraging everyone to get dressed up in prom attire for that event. And
so if you see people running, screaming down the street in prom clothes, don't be too alarmed.
Just the Fringe, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the Fringe again. The Fringe.
Yeah, so there'll be a couple of days of live music. We've just found out that Fruit Bats from Portland are coming up, some great local bands, Middle Beach Markets, and a few others. And then there'll also be the shows. There's 72 shows in total, including days in the festival this year. That's 10 more than last year. So the Fringe is really like growing. In the last few years, there's been like a huge jump in the amount of people who've attended the festival. And yeah, we were sort of just expanding things to, cope with that demand and make sure there's enough shows for everyone to check out.
That's great. What do you see as the future of the Fringe? What would be your ideal Fringe?
I guess it's tricky when it's growing so much because part of the charm of the Fringe is that it's not a huge commercial festival. It's its own entity, and that's the beauty of it. So, you'd think that, of course, it will keep on growing, but I think if it keeps that Fringe spirit, that would be a nice thing.
It's a great community event. And my last question for you is, if you're an aspiring actor and you really want to get seen by those crowds and you really want to join Fringe, what does it take? What do you need to do to become a part of the Fringe family?
Well, it's astoundingly easy. The principle behind the Fringe Festival is that anyone can take part in the festival. And we actually grab a hat and put all of the names of the people who apply to the Fringe in the hat, and we do a lottery. You can come on down. It's usually in January of each year, and you can watch us pull out the names in the hat. So anyone can participate. You could be in the Fringe if you wanted to. All you have to do is put an application in.
Ooh.
So yeah. And
so that's how you get a real potpourri of performances
Absolutely.
and acts. Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps it all fresh.
And you get a great variety, but you also get an incredible quality of shows. There's always some really astounding productions. You walk out of the show just being blown away by it, and it's incredible that this is all like a lottery process, and you get such a high standard of shows.
It's great. And when does the Fringe take place this year?
It starts August 25th officially and runs for 10 days through to the 4th of September. But we do have the lead-up events in Centennial Square, so they'll all be free, and that runs from the 23rd to the 26th
Oh, great.
of August.
Well, thank you, Sammie. We'll keep our eyes open. And now I believe Dave has something to show us. Over to you, Dave.
Hi, I'm an improviser though, so I need a suggestion from somebody. Sammie, can you give me what am I doing? What's my character doing in this little thing I'm going to do for you?
A clown dance?
A clown dance? All right, sure. I'm going to do an improvised monologue based around doing a clown dance. So just imagine I'm wearing like a clown wig and a clown outfit. And my face is all white with big red lips and big buttons and a rose that's like dripping, like like a water. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Clown dance. When I was a boy, wanted to grow up to make people laugh. But the older I got, I found that it just made myself cry more. There's nothing sadder than being stupid looking. Like this. You gotta cover yourself up with all this nonsense just to make people smile. Nowadays, kids just run away and scream. Throw things at me. Think I'm going to offer them a balloon and then kill them and their little friends. Stephen King ruined my life. Stephen King. That horrible imagination. That terrible storytelling. I mean, I used to be fun. I used to be cool. People used to want to invite me to their birthday parties. Not anymore. Now they just invite me for
for a good old game of clown bashing. This is the third nose I've gone through this week. And his red lips, that's blood. It's hard being a clown in the year 2011. Just find myself crying more than laughing. Whoop, whoop, whoop,